Hello, hello, hello. You're probably wondering what that was all about. I'm going to explain. Whew. This is a Fender player. Fender? No, it's not. No, it's a player thing. I can't remember. Fender player jazz bass with a pound Faro neck. But there you go. It's in sunburst. I've had it a few years, but I've never really been that happy with the pickups. They always sound a bit kind of weak. Because it's a fretless, I want it to have a certain kind of low end, a certain kind of, I don't know, snap to it when you're doing the whole slides and that. And it's always, to me, feels like it's lacking something. Now, it could be that, I mean, the body's not very heavy, it's not a very dense body, so maybe it could be that. But I'm not going to swap out for another guitar. You know, I thought, well, you know, is it worth doing that? Is it worth selling this and buying another one, going on that endless quest for the perfect, you know, fretless bass? I thought, no, we've got to stop doing that. Let's approach this problem from a different angle. And he says reaching forward, because this was what the preamble was for. Let's replace the pickups. We've got some custom 60s Fender. I think the box has been kicked around the warehouse a few times, but I thought these were on offer on Amazon, so I thought I'm going to do it. I'm going to swap out the pickups and see if it makes any difference to the sound of this bass. And that's what this video is. So I'm going to fire up the soldering iron and I'm going to go in and I'm going to replace the pickups. There may be footage of that. Depends how well it goes. It says depends how well it goes. If it's a roaring success and I don't burn myself, then it's fine. It's not I'm no good. It's just my eyesight. My eyesight's not what it used to be when it comes to soldering things. Much better when I was a younger man. Now everything seems fiddly. But hey, I'll put my glasses on. So yeah, we're going to swap them out with these and see if it makes any difference. You've heard what it sounds like there with the stock pickups, which are just described as jazz bass pickups in the Fender specifications. And we're going to see if these make any difference. These are custom shops, like I say, 60s jazz bass, and they've got oh god, what's that? Formvar magnetic wire for brighter tone. Ooh. Flush mount magnets for even string response, Alnica 5 magnets for more focus and enhanced dynamics, period correct cloth output wire, and fibre bobbin installation hardware included. So yeah, I suppose we'll do an unboxing of them and then we'll put them in this and see how it sounds. That's the plan. We'll see what happens on the other side of the edit, I suppose. And here we are on the other side of the edit. These are the custom 60s jazz bass pickup set from Fender. These are American made, and yeah, like I said, they're quite fancy pants pickups. The hardest part here is getting out the box, getting out the sleeve. Comes in a cardboard sleeve with a nice plastic case there containing all that you need. So yeah, it's a bit dirty inside, a bit filthy. Makes you wonder how long have Amazon, 'cause that's where I got them, have had these in the warehouse. But anyway, you have the pickup covers just flapping loose, and yeah, there they are. They've even got custom shop stickers. Wow, they're powerful magnets. Look, they've got the screws. So yeah, these are custom shop pickups. They've got the stickers on, so you know that. And yeah, I mean, they just look like pickups to me, to the layperson, but they do have the very fancy bound cloth wrapping around the cables, which is nice. Not plastic, it's cloth. And here's the other one, and again, it's got a custom shop sticker on it, so it must be true. We'll just take it as. Now, I've not seen one of these before. This is obviously a plate, so there's no interference because you've got a grounding wire there, and you've got a bit of foam rubber that'll help adjust the height of the pickups. But normally the foam rubber what I've seen in bass pickups is usually just kind of stuck on the other side of the pickup, rather than this mounting plate which has, well, it's probably there to stop any interference. And this is how we wire it. The blue dot is the rhythm pickup, and the red dot is the lead pickup. So yeah, as you can see, there are dots, and that's got a blue dot on it, which is good, won't get them mixed up. That's got the red dot on it. So I'm not going to get them the wrong way. I'm not going to get them absolutely fine, no messing about. And that's the wiring diagram. So it's all there, easy to follow, nothing difficult. Now, this bit I've sped up because nobody wants to see me take the strings off and then take the scratch card off. I've sped it up, so imagine everything happening really fast. Look at that. It's like those old movies from the early days of cinema where everyone's walking really fast, wearing bowler hats. There we go. Yeah, clear the dust off, and there's the control plate removed as well. So I'm a fast worker, and now I'm just taking the pickups out, obviously, because otherwise I won't be able to replace them. So these come off, and as you can see, they've got the rubber mounted to the bottom there, the foam rubber, which again pushes back, gives a bit of resistance when you're setting the pickup height. And here we go again, and that's that one. But that one I can't take out because it's fed through. So here I am just removing the wires here again. I've sped it up a bit because me fiddling around with soldering takes a bit of time. And at one point during this, I accidentally turned off the power to the soldering iron with my knee and wondered why nothing was happening, and so I edit that bit out as well. But you don't need to know that, because I am human and I make mistakes, but I didn't realise I turned the power off to the soldering iron. So I've removed the lead pickup, and I'm going to put that in now. It's a shame I didn't pull out a bit with the camera, because you can't see me threadling it in. I've got it focused on the soldering, and I should have had a multiple camera setup, but I'm an amateur. I've only been doing these for how many years now? Too many years. But this is the fun bit. This is me soldering the lead pickup into the rear control pot. There we go. That's the control volume pot there. So the black wire, the live wire goes, or is this the ground? No, black's ground, isn't it? The ground wire goes onto the back of the pot, and then the live wire, you have to very carefully thread it through. And again, I've got my glasses on, and that's fiddly, because normally you take all this out, but I'm doing a quick job here. I'm doing a quick job, and here we go. We remove the wire for the rhythm pickup, or the neck pickups. You've got bridge and neck, ain't you, really? So I don't know why they're called it. That confused me, because I just see it as the bridge and the neck pickup. And yeah, that's the edit. That's where I'd turn the soldering iron off, and then I wondered why nothing was happening. So there's slight edit there, but hey, I'm human. That's what I do. We make mistakes, and the solder was really stubborn. This bit of solder wouldn't melt, so I ended up just adding a bit of my cheap Chinese solder on top of it. See, it's just, I'm really faffing about here. I should have edited this bit out, but then you don't get to hear me talk about it, you see. There we go. That's better. Yeah, see, it all went on then. There we go. Again, that solder was like rock hard. It would not melt. See, but the cheap Chinese solder, perfect every time. And that's what you want. The hardest part was threading that through the eyelid. Like I said, I had to take a run up at it. It's getting old, isn't it? Getting old. So there we go. That's all soldered in. And again, I do solder the grounding plate to the grounding connection there, but I forgot to move the camera, so I edited that bit. And now I'm just putting everything back together, quick, smart, because I'm a fast worker. You know, I'm really fast. Oh yeah, look at me. Look at me just put everything in. Oh, look at that, really fast, so accurate. Now I've sped it up, obviously. But then, you know, what else is there to do? So yeah, it all fits back together pretty quickly. It took me, I don't know, maybe about 15 minutes in total to do that. It would have been quicker if I hadn't have accidentally turned off the soldering iron with my knee. But there we go. So yeah, all goes back. I tune up and check the pickups for their height, you know, pickup height with the strings, and then you're going to hear me playing now. This is me playing for the first time. So yeah, that is the sound of the custom 60s that we just put in. So yeah, that's the new pickups in there, the custom shop 60s. I think that's what they're called. Again, I've left the box out in the kitchen. But yeah, I think there is a marked improvement in the sound, much more definition. It's got that bottom end that you're looking for, more snappy as well. And again, when you roll off the tone, I didn't demonstrate that here, but when you roll it back and play around with the pickup configuration, you get some nice murky stuff as well. Again, I was playing both pickups tone full on, so you get the full effect. But yeah, this really shows the difference between like stock pickups and if you're willing to pay a little bit extra for, you know, Fender's custom shop pickups. I think that's a lot better. You know, again, it's that thing you think, well, I've paid for it. You know, it's that buyer's, you know that buyer's thing where you go, oh, yeah, I think it sounds better, but I think it does sound better. It sounds more in line with what I hear in my head. The other pickups were just lacking. They were just a little bit thinner, a little bit weaker, whereas these a lot stronger. And again, I haven't even set it up properly. I've just kind of put them in. I haven't adjusted the pickup height properly yet. I mean, I've got it. Yeah, I think that'll do actually. Looking at it, I don't think I need to fiddle with it too much. I've just you know, installed them, tuned up, had some dinner. That's why it's a little bit darker. And then we're doing this. So yeah, it was a pretty easy swap in and out. The only thing was the plates. You get some shielding plates with the rubber to give height, which I didn't have with the other ones. I've never seen that before. Usually it's like rubber stuck on the back of the pickup, that, you know, like a foam rubber. So I've never seen that before, but that was the only fiddly bit. And again, routing them to the earthing plate, you know, that was it. That was interesting. Never seen that before. But yeah, again, if it's a fairly easy swap in and out, anyone could do it if you're used to using a soldering iron. So yeah, hopefully, if you're considering this video will inspire you to, like I say, pick up the soldering iron and swap out those pickups. Just because the guitar might not be to your taste, you can change it. You can bend it to your will with some you know, new pickups. It's as easy as that. So yeah, hopefully this video has been informative and interesting as you've been on my journey with me. Again, I have to do what the YouTube algorithm wants and ask you to like and subscribe. Feel dirty now. And share it with everyone, including your granny. And yeah, hopefully this was good. Leave a comment. What do you think? Do you think the new pickups are better? Or do you think the previous ones were serviceable and I was just being daft? Again, EQ is your friend. You could just EQ them and get the tones that you want. But there's a lot more power in these. Got a lot more oomph to them because they've got stronger magnets. That's what it says in the box. So yeah, this is a Fender Player jazz bass fretless with a Palfaro neck, but I sanded it and made it nice and smooth. Sanded the edges as well. So yeah, I invested time in the neck, but with some custom shop 60s jazz bass pickups in, which we modified, which you saw in the video if you watched this far. Again, that's it. My name's been Darren Locke. There's only one more thing left to say. By now, you should know what that is, and that is ta-ta.